everyone. In this video, I'm going to talk about the parts of the day in Spanish and to clarify some confusion about when we are talking about mañana and tarde, whether we are meaning tomorrow or morning for mañana and late or afternoon for tarde, because those two words have two different meanings. But before that, just let's generally say that the parts of the day in Spanish, so we've got mañana for morning, tarde for afternoon, and noche for night. They are not exact equivalents to those to their English equivalents. So when we are talking about the morning in Spanish, it goes, in Spain at least, it goes, let's say, from the time the sun rises or you get up till the time you have lunch. And the time you have lunch in Spain is normally between 2 and 4 p.m. So it's not at 12 p.m. and it's not at 1, it's later. The reason for that is because, well, the time that we've got in Spain, well, there is a map behind me that you can probably not see it, but Spain is crossed by the Greenwich Meridian, but it's not in line with the British time. So basically, if we are looking at the comparison when being guided by the sun, right? So your 1 a.m. or your 1 p.m., let's talk about lunch, your 1 p.m. is our 2 p.m. So if you're having lunch in the UK at 1 p.m. and I'm having it here at 2 p.m., we're actually having it at the same time. However, the clocks in the time zone in Spain was changed during the Second World War, and it never returned to the original because Spain and the UK used to be in the same time zone. So now if you come from the UK over to Spain, everything looks like it's a bit later, which it is, but also that we are in another time zone, it adds to that lateness. So anyway, yes, we have lunch later, between 2 and 4, and then we have dinner later as well, between 9 and 10 p.m. So the period that goes between lunch and dinner, that could be, we call it tarde, so afternoon. We don't have evenings as such. And then after 9, 10, we would refer to the rest of the day as night. And then we also have another part of the day that we call it la madrugada, which are the early hours of the morning, from between 12 a.m. till about 6 a.m. We refer to those hours as la madrugada. So we could call 2 a.m. las 2 de la madrugada, or 3 a.m. las 3 de la madrugada. And we don't have such a thing as evenings. Okay, so let's go to, I'll share my screen with you to show you what I wanted to clarify. We've got here mañana, and it means morning, and then it also means tomorrow. Well, there are these two mañanas, the mañana meaning morning and the mañana meaning tomorrow, are actually two different words. The mañana that means morning is a noun, and the mañana that means tomorrow is an adverb. So, well, let's see it here in a couple of examples. Mañana voy al cine. Tomorrow I'm going to the cinema. Por la mañana voy a la piscina. In the morning I go to the swimming pool. So this one, morning, is the noun, and as such it will be treated in the sentence as a noun. So we can look for structures that will indicate that that's a noun. This one is an adverb. It qualifies the verb going temporarily. When is that happening, right? So it's not going to have the same structure. It's not going to be surrounded by the same structures. So when we have things like por la mañana, de la mañana, or some determinants, demonstratives like esta, esa, aquella mañana, or when we find mañanas in plural, mañanas, this indicates that mañana is a noun and it means morning. And so basically as la mañana or una mañana, any article will indicate that we are talking about a morning or the morning. When mañana is not preceded by any of those, it means it most likely mean tomorrow. Obviously, because you can see them in the opening in the window of a shop, mañana and then tarde. So that's for the opening hours. So in that context, even if it just says mañana, in that case, it's not meaning tomorrow, it's meaning in the morning. But out with that, in general language and within normal sentences, when you find mañana on its own, it will mean tomorrow. Then we've got tarde, so afternoon, which also means late. So we've got the same thing here. There are two words, right, that are the same, two types of tarde, and they just look the same, but they are two different words. So tarde, meaning afternoon, it's a noun, and tarde, meaning late, is an adverb. So it's the same kind of categorical difference between mañana, morning, and mañana, tomorrow. A couple of examples here. Esta tarde voy a ver a mi abuela. This afternoon I'm going to see my grandmother. Llegué tarde al trabajo. I arrived late at work. So here is a noun, and it has a demonstrative, esta, meaning this. It's in feminine, because tarde is feminine as a gender. And yes, the rules are the same. Look for these structures: por la tarde, de la tarde, esta, esa, aquella tarde, or generally la tarde, or una tarde, or tardes. That indicates that's a noun, and that means afternoon. When tarde is not preceded by any of those, then again, most likely it just means late. Llegar tarde, volver tarde, acabar tarde, to finish late. And then we've got the night, noche meaning night, and there is no double meaning here. Other than the only thing to remember about night is that, you know, we can refer to, in order to be more specific when talking about the early hours of the following day, we have this other expression, la madrugada. So, as always, if there is any questions about any of these, please do let me know, and I hope this was helpful. Thanks.